I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you? I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Zhongli was talking things through with him and he nearly agreed to let it go.
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
We'll see you off, Zhongli.
Vale, no voy a cortar el vídeo, ya que estoy, pues me voy a continuar este vídeo, lo partiré en dos porque llevamos 20 minutos y no me apetece lo de siempre, no me apetece crear un vídeo de 20 cuando los demás son de 10. Entonces voy a cortar este vídeo en dos, entonces pues no habré hecho el intro, pero bueno, habré puesto al principio lo de en episodios anteriores.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
Un amigo, o coño.
So, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time.
Vaya.
A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Who be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects.
Hay veces que las palabras en inglés y en español cambian. Por ejemplo, ha dicho pay my respect, es decir, mostrar mis respetos, y ahí ponía saludar.
I thought you were Director Who.
En esta ocasión no ha sido tanto, pero hay veces en las que sí que cambian mucho.
Your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Who dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
Puta, o participará en el concurso las
I
cometas.
see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Am I wrong?
Vale.
Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Who a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Me gusta mucho la ropa de Etseo.
And is
O sea, como
that not
personaje
a
jugable
sign
no me
that you
gusta
should
tanto, pero
visit
la ropa es la
Longsheng
polla.
funeral parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Who tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have
Claro,
made
una
my
tiene como un mecanismo y
comparisons.
la otra no.
If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Who. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity.
Sí.
You...
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine
todos,
someone of your talent and
yo de
wisdom
todos.
is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
La competición no importa ahora mismo. No importa ganar igualmente.
Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like shell lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogias was the only yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Vale, dalo por hecho.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
See you next time.
Hombre, ahí no podemos ir a visitar a nadie porque tenemos que ver a gaming. Ah, bueno, hostia, que esto no saca nunca.
Coming.
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh. I can't say I support that decision, but
Pero, te ha dicho que no.
let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit.
Ojo.
You must be tired from your journey. Shall I
Vale, esto es
pour
parte
you a
del
cup
plan.
of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
No need. I'm not tired.
Buah, la actuación nivel
They're
malo.
gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love.
Vale, bien.
So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently.
Me
It's
imagino
quite
que
the
van a hacer...
delectable variety.
Bueno, no sé, me imagino que van a hablar entre ellas y el plan va a ser que Senge le va a decir quiero hacer esto y le va a decir no puedo soportarlo y ella ¿por qué no? Y digo, sí,
Or it
sí.
would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already.
Claro, es que en episodios anteriores Chanyun compró un montón de té, ya se lo tiene que beber.
Forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation. Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Joder.
Are Auntie
Joder.
Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities. What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other, it would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
Pero ¿y Kimin y su padre que están con la oreja pegada a la conversación de al lado o qué?
You
¿No
already
hablan entre
know
ellos?
of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk. I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all. Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Sí, sí, literalmente están con la oreja pegada, o sea, entre ellos no hablan, deben estar
Like
callados
we
ahí.
used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way.
Madre
If
mía,
that
sí,
is what
tío.
you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
Sí, sí, joder, que vaya conversación, tío.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, best not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Coming, I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shh. Just
Ya,
think
ya sé,
about
sí.
it, okay? You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all? Hey you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
Vale, continuamos nosotros. Es que, a ver, llevamos ya 32 minutos de grabación, entonces me imagino que esto lo habré partido mínimo en 2 y probablemente en 3 también lo voy a partir, entonces no sé si continuar un poquito más porque a lo mejor el tercer episodio se queda un poco corto. Entonces, lo que no sé es que de este vídeo sacaré 3, es decir, de esta grabación sacaré 3 porque llevamos 32 minutos y tengo el plan. Entonces, no sé de cuánto tiempo quedará el tercero, ¿vale? Intentaré repartirlos equitativamente, es decir, para que los 3 duren más o menos 11-12 minutos. Pero bueno, a lo mejor uno de ellos dura menos o yo qué sé, pero bueno. Igualmente espero que os haya gustado, que lo hayáis disfrutado y nada, gracias por ver. Adiós.